Whew, it is 6:19 p.m. on a Wednesday, and it is just, I'm having such a stressful time right now. I'm going to Hatch right now to do the extension run rehearsal of Escape the Great Specific Garbage Catch, and I just wanted to take you guys along my day, get some coverage of that. Today is the first rehearsal of that extension run rehearsal, so should be pretty chill. This show is called Escape the Great Specific Garbage Catch. And how this came to be was I talked to my friend Tyler, who is recent graduate of UCLA TFT. I was like, I'd love to do a project with you over the summer. We recently met at an escape room convention, and I've been meaning to collaborate with him. And Tyler suggested we turn his play, The Great Specific Garbage Catch, into a escape room type theater show called Escape the Great Specific Garbage Catch. Let me show you a little bit of the set first. Over here we have our set. This is very, we're still working in progress, but this is kind of the set that was right off of the Fringe show. Let me show you some of the detail here. A person used to be inside this cardboard box. They would open like this, and it would be like a news reporter character kind of talking about what they're doing. They would stick their hand out over there. There's a couple puzzles here where this box is locked, etc. Over on this side, there's another person over here. We also have this little marionette puppet thing. It's a little bit dark here, but yeah, that's kind of what was going down.
Puppet mock-ups, I'm just going to kind of explain so that we can all kind of...
Wait, was it intentional that you're white imagination? So we were basically talking through the script and the specific comments that the reviewers had made for our Fringe Festival run, and seeing what changes we could make to the set, to the script, to the acting choices, different things like that to make our extension run a little bit better. Then we started talking about marketing, how we're going to market and really understand our audience demographic and the audience type that we're targeting with our marketing, and seeing just how can we increase our marketing efforts. And honestly, it was kind of hard. We were talking through different struggles, like how are we going to change how the characters are represented when they're being played by different actors? How is the marketing going to work when we have limited resources? Things like that. And I think there were a lot of road bumps during this conversation. And I think, it did take a long time, but overall it was very productive. And I think we needed to have this conversation.
The way I feel about it is that we have our first show in 3 weeks, and there are some simple changes that can happen, but ultimately this is an extension of an earlier show.
Yeah.
It's not like
I agree.
It's not like previews that are going into a longer run or something. It's like this is just the end of the run.
Yeah.
So while yes, there are things that can be cut and small sections that can be added, I think that in addition to figuring out how the show is going to run with a major change to how the actors are working and with the puppets and all of that, rewrite should be as minimal as possible.
So I'm just gonna speak over myself here because I'm just talking a lot of nonsense, but we ended rehearsal early because everyone was really tired, including me. The conversation and the rehearsal was, admittedly not the most productive that it could have been, but we were coming back to this material for the first time in months. And I think people just needed an outlet to talk about what they thought about the script and kind of digest everything. So I think the conversation we did have was very productive, and it was good to have. It was important to have. I wanted to say something else. There were moments in our conversation where we were talking about different things like diversity and things, and without going into too much detail, I think I advocated for myself a lot today, and just talking about how proud of myself I was for doing that. And But that's the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for more rehearsal vlogs. See ya.